Hey guys, as promised, I'm gonna go on here and kind of give you guys a breakdown of this whole Biden tax credit of up to 15,000. So far, we don't really have specifics as to how it's all going to play out, and I believe for the most part, of course, you do have to have again the qualifying credit and a stable work history to apply for this program or be incentivized for this credit. Um, we did have something similar in the past, so I'm just kind of touch base on what those two in the past that were kind of more recent. So like that, you have an idea. I know back in 2008-ish, President Bush brought out a program, something similar, but his was up to $7,500. And with his, you would only get it towards tax time. So you would buy a house, like let's say for example in May, you won't see your refund or your credit until you filed your taxes for that year that you bought the house, which would come around January to March, April, depending, because right now they're like extending them because of the whole COVID. Right, so you would still have to come up front, pay the money up front, and then you would get your credit when you would file your taxes. The other thing too is you would have to pay it back, but the time frame was 15 years. So every year you would pay part of it when you would do your taxes. So they would kind of charge you, I believe, part of that money that was broken into the 15-year through your tax returns. Then Obama became president the following year, because this was like 2008, 2009. Obama became president. He actually upped it up to 8,000, and you didn't have to pay that money back. And again, you would only get it when you would file your taxes. The only catch was that you had a 3-year penalty. So within the 3 years that you own the house, you couldn't refinance or you couldn't sell it because you would have to pay it back. With the Biden program so far is they're actually going to give you that money up front. So up front in the sense that you're going through the purchase process, and then once you're ready to purchase, once you found the house, you submitted the offer, you went through the whole real estate stuff, and then you're getting ready to close, that's when they will give you up to the 15,000. We don't really have specifics as to like how much money you can get or if there's limits depending on how much you make. So they haven't really got into details as to what's gonna be played out in that sense. But from what I'm hearing, multiple different sources, we don't see it happening anytime soon. And the reason for that is because it's a seller's market right now. So it's already hard for buyers to try and find something if you're not in a multiple offer situation. A multiple offer situation is that it's one house and there's like obviously multiple offers on that house. So then they have to pick the best one. And that of course means more stress, more struggles to that buyer. And then if they were to add this program now, it would just make it even worse because now more buyers can buy, because they say that that's one of the biggest things that is holding back a lot of buyers right now is that they don't have the down payment or closing costs. So, if they could save some money and then use this, then obviously, it's a win-win. But yeah, they're saying that we'll probably see this more towards like year 3 or 4 of his presidency. And the other thing too, it's just an idea that he was pushing through his campaign. It still has to be presented to the House, and then once it's passed through there, then to the Senate, and then he signs it. So that is how that kind of will play out. But so far, we don't see it coming out anytime soon from what I'm hearing. So, I mean, I'll be following this, and then if I hear anything different or if there's any updates, I'll go ahead and do another video. But for now, this is so far what we know. This one's going to be a little different because it's going to be offered to you guys right at purchasing, not when you file your taxes. Yeah, so I hope I answered your guys' questions and kind of gave you guys an idea as to what this tax rate is going to be. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, certainly message me, comment on the space below, or call me. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching.